So what kind of guidance do you need, and what kind of guidance do you give? What kind of advocating and defending others do you do, and how do you need to be defended? We're going to think about that today on Now at Devotions from Trinity Lutheran in Cyrus. So I'm over at the gardens near my home, at the West Central Experiment Station, and they've done a controlled burn here, as you can see, and I like to come over here in the spring. I bet you can hear the birds. Maybe. And I like to see how they're preparing for things, how they're getting ready. And this week we're in the book of John. It's chapter 15. And we are considering Jesus' words. He says to his disciples, I am going to go away. And they say, well, I guess it's the back end of John 14 into 15. And he says, I got to go away. I'm going to go prepare a place for you, but don't worry, I'm going to send a helper. And they don't know what to do with this, but I think also we don't know what to do with this. It is chilly out here. We have had what feels like, to me, a delayed spring. I know in my family we're looking to plant some potatoes and a few other things this year, and we haven't really done potatoes before. And so, you ask around and folks say, well, May 11, or Mother's Day, or this day, or Good Friday, or like everybody's got these days and this guidance for what you should do and how you should take care of and prepare a garden and the places around you to get ready. And that was kind of why I came over to these gardens here today. We both had that controlled burn over there to get ready, and then we've got lots of land that's being prepared and gonna be taken care of. But also a garden is a place where there has been a guide and a guiding design and principle over time. And that's really interesting. I mean, there's things that are naturally beautiful, and nature is naturally beautiful, but there's a difference between a forest that has been managed, taken care of, and one that hasn't. And the ones that haven't, they're wild in a different way, and that can be beautiful, but it's also very inhospitable. Whereas when you look at a place where not only have you tended and taken care of it, but also you've worked with it, right? It's not just to plant it and bend nature to your will. A garden is a place where you work together with nature, where you think about what's going on with the land and the sun and the shade, and you bring that place to something more than it would have been without you. That's what a guide does. That's also what an advocate does, right? When we think about the needs of another person, sometimes their voice isn't enough to get them what they need. But when a few people come together and share voices and support others and tell story, then a person might flourish and get what they need too. Jesus says he's going to send us a helper, an advocate, his very own Spirit himself to be with us. And there's a lot of ways that plays out in the Christian community. There's a lot of ways that plays out in an individual's faith life. And those are probably topics much broader than a short devotional online. But for the moment, I would suggest to you that the image of a tended garden is both a really good image of how we can relate to our communities and the world by listening really carefully, thinking hard, putting our backs into it, and helping things to be as beautiful as they can be. But also that our lives are very similar to that from the point of view of the Spirit, in which we do get guidance and support and help, and also an advocate. And that our communities can function in that way too, right? That we both deeply listen to, care for, and see the beauty that's around us, not just impose what we think is beautiful, but listen to what's there and live with it and then bring it and lift it. That's your thought for today. Have you received guidance, maybe from the Spirit in your life, from your faith community, just from your wider community? How might in your work or in your daily life you be a voice of that kind of tending and care? and how much you listen for the Spirit in your own life. I'm Pastor Chris from Trinity Lutheran in Cyrus, signing off for now.